Development Technologies as well as in STEMROBO. So the important question is from everyone, because everyone would like to work on some of the other project. So what are the steps that are involved in product development? How many of you are very enthusiastic for product development? Okay, Sautal, what are the steps that are involved in product development?
According to me, first step is thinking, second step is idea. After the thinking of the solution of that problem, the idea gets generated. After that, you have to collect resources. After that, you have to use that resources and make a project. You can do an order. After that, you can develop a product. After that, for the cycle, for the again, you have to think for the modification of that.
Okay, very nice answer. Answer that table. Shivam, Rishi, Namin, Raghav, Akhilesh. Some solution from your side.
So basically, the first step should be the understanding of the vision of the project. The first step should be the understanding of vision of the project, and the second should be the proof of concept. After that, the prototyping of the product, and then finally the real product development, and obviously continuous improvements are required for any sort of.
Yes, both answers are right, but I will give it a more finishing point. Okay. Any answer from this table?
Initial thing what they said is right, but according to me, the project should be cost effective when we are implementing it. Size also matters. So size should be small, it should be portable. If we are implementing in a hardware, right? So, and cost effectiveness, accuracy, reliability. These are the
Okay. Any solution from your side?
As you see, is cost effective goal honesty, then idea, then discussion, okay, then R&D, testing and implementation.
Yes.
What my colleague said, Atul, the whole process is same, but I add one more point. The first thing we need to find a problem. Then only we can decide what should be the product.
So everyone is right. Okay, but the combination will make it a perfect one. Okay, everybody has given their good solutions. Okay, so let's see what are the steps that are involved when we are working on product development. Okay, so next. Number one, requirement freezing. Okay, first of all, what is the aim? Okay, for example, if you're working on some product, okay, if you're not aware of specification, then you will know, you will be in dilemma what to develop. Okay, so your requirement should be freezed, A to Z. Okay, it's like a blueprint. Okay, number one, if you're working on any project, you should be aware of, from A to Z, you should be aware of what is the project and what will the step going to involve. Okay, number two, the architecture. Okay, after freezing the specification, next step is the architecture. This architecture is the most important part that will define its power consumption, its efficiency, its cost effectiveness, as well as move on from products output, efficiency output. That is after architecture. Okay. So after architecture, the next point is selection of bill of material. Okay, I'll show you one example how a bill of material is generated. Basically, Srinath and Kshitij, they both are very good hardware design engineers, and they have created a benchmark in creating and designing the PCBs. Okay, so I'll show you the BOM file which was generated by both of them, an example. So you will come to know what is the standard of creating a bill of material. Okay, bill of material is a selection of component. Okay, bill of material is a terminology of selection of component. Any confusion? Okay, so what comes in selection of component? Anyone? Lead times as well as which microcontroller you are using, what is the power supply. Okay. Exactly. It all depends on the specification, and accordingly we have to shortlist the components. Right? Okay. Next is schematic design. Now, this is a step one towards design. Okay, schematic design. There are various tools that are available. Okay, there is one tool called Eagle, Orchid, Weddings, Orchid. Okay, we all are working on those two tools. Okay, the next step is schematic. Kshitij would like to add on some schematic design. Kshitij and Shinat both are working on schematic design.
Yeah, so in schematic design, it's not actually the PCB design. It is different. Layout and schematic is different. In a schematic, it is just like a workflow chart. Okay, so it is an easier representation of how the circuit would work, and you'll add all the components in that, and finally it would be converted into a PCB when the schematic is done, and in further steps.
Okay, perfect. So schematic, is it clear what is schematic? It's not a real design, but we have provided the connections at least. Okay, where will the connection go? 5 volt will be coming at this pin. What will be the input? What will be the output? Okay, that we have reached the schematic. Next comes this firmware development. Of course, the most important, hardware and software should be compatible to each other in creating an embedded system, right? So schematic has started. Now time to firmware come into action. Okay, so you will start writing a firmware based on the microcontroller. And how to select the microcontroller? For example, if you are working on project, what will you see in the microcontroller? Anyone? Purpose, right? Availability, visibility, speed required, IO pins, protocols. Any answer for this table? Community support, cost is very important. Okay, processing speed is very important. And suppose if I'm power requirement, of course, power efficiency. Okay, generally, if you are working on some low power applications, then you need to select low power MC. Okay, generally there are 3 to 4 varieties of MC. One is automotive, okay, which works above 100 degrees Celsius. Then there is an industrial or commercial gate that works under 85 degrees Celsius. Then there is military gate that is totally different and that are very costly devices. Okay, so automotive is there, and yes, low power mode MCUs. Most of you might have worked on 8 mega series, right? So have you noticed that 8 mega series also have low power series? Have anyone noticed, other than working on Arduino, have anyone researched what is the name of that MCU?
Because it's cheated.
8 mega 16F. L represents low power. Right? In STM32, it's STM32 L series, L0, L1, L2, L3. Okay, so based on the MCU, again, the platform is available. Which tool you have to use? You might have heard of Keel का नाम सुना होगा आप लोगों ने. Keel पे 8051 कोडिंग होती है. ठीक है? So it is the tool by ARM itself. Okay, so you can code on 8051 and different STM32 is also available on that platform. Okay, after the firmware development, the layout process is going parallel with the firmware development. So as you know, Kshitij and Srinath both are working on. So Srinath would like to add some layout design. So Kshitij will let you know about the layout design.
Actually, once the schematic has been freed and the form has been selected, then we switch to the layout design. And layout design is basically the translation of the schematic to the board level design. It consists of the current specification, what width of trace. Let's suppose we are working on 5 ampere device. Okay, so in 5 ampere device, what width of the trace will be there? Okay, what is the length? What is the impedance? If we are designing an antenna, so what is the load impedance? Like we use 100 ohm antenna, 550 ohm antenna. So these are the things, and many of the resources are there on the internet, and we can use it. And the most important thing is knowing the technical capabilities of the manufacturer. So you get the sheet and you design as per the capabilities, and you get the PCB done.
Okay, thank you, Srinath. So after the layout design, it's time to go for PCB manufacturing. But before PCB manufacturing, there is a process called curve generation. Okay, the board files. Okay, or you can say manufacturing files, which will be manufactured. The PCB will be manufactured based on that file. That term is known as Gerber files. Okay. So when the PCB gets manufactured, this is how it looks. Okay. So So you can see after the PCB manufacturing, okay, after the PCB manufacturing, these are the PCBs that are available. Just for the information, these are PCB for smart cards designed by Shatish. Okay, there is a PCB that comes after the PCB manufacturing process. Okay, here are some examples. Okay, you can see there are PCBs. This is the front side of the PCB. This design, this one, is the design for GPS. Okay. This is the product view. This is actually the power supply. Okay. So this is how the PCB looks when it gets after the manufacturing. We see in smart cards we are working on panel design. So now next, after PCB manufacturing, what is the next step? Now next, after PCB manufacturing, what is the next step? PCB assembly. It can be done in two ways. If the components are in assembly form, you can get it manually. If the components are in assembly form, okay, or BGA package or QFN package, then you have to go to assembly form. Okay, okay. So each and every process is followed after that PCB gets assembled, and this is how it looks. This is how it looks. You can see these PCB are assembled by assembling firm, PCB assembling firm. Okay, they check each and everything. There is a stencil. Okay, there is nothing but a blueprint of components. Okay, which will be placed on the PCB. Okay, so you can see the GPS is placed via machine soldering, not by hand. Okay. Few more examples. Okay, this is how it looks when it gets after the assembly. Now, what is the step that will be involved after assembly? Now, after PCB assembly, what is the step? Test step. Okay, so I'll show you some of the products that are on field trials on the prototype stage. Okay, in which the team is completely involved in giving like the customer. There is a customer related project in which we are working, and I'll show you video. I'll start. Okay, what are the problems that we face and we achieve the target? Okay, here is some video in which that we face and we achieve the target. Okay, here is some video in which the team was involved. Shubham, Rashid, okay, this team was involved on working on a project known as Robotics. Okay.
So this is one of our customer projects on which we have worked.
So this is what this project is. Okay, this is a compression system. what this project is. Okay, this is a compression system. Okay, what it does is it compresses the material. For example, there is a feature called BMR. Okay, so BMR is vessel length height reduced. So this is just one example, two examples of how we implement this.
Rushil even
Lightning represent we have implemented the now just a brief demo. Okay, other than that, there is a let's say okay, there is one more.
let's clap for this product.
So, so in this team, Rishil, Shivam, Srinath, okay, Ankit is involved in like app development, web development. Shitish.
Let's take the name of both
So in this team, Rishil, Shivam, Srinath, okay, Ankit is involved in like app development, web development. Shitish Island was available to Srinath to work on the same. Srinath has designed this piece to Srinath to work on the same. Srinath has designed this PCB, and yes, Shitish also appreciates Srinath that in one single row he has developed a GSM PCB and it works on a single row without any code. So that in the hardware and in software we can see Shivam machine. Okay, they have both. So she's not here. She was also involved in this project. Okay, so they all worked very hard in the project. Even they were available in the morning to visit the site. Okay, to work on this project. Okay, so it is almost now completed. I'll in the next one. So this is a website. Okay.
50 machines, right? Yeah, 50 machines.
So data from 15 machines is available on this website.
Live streaming also.
Again, live streaming is also available. Okay, so 15 machines. So, suppose, for example, somebody is trying to break the machine, or somebody is using the machine. So those video clips will be available on this web service. Okay, so some example will be explained by
So here is a compression system. So here is a compression system website. It is basically made in AngularJS. It's a completely new front-end framework. So there are front-ends, so basically I'm learning AngularJS. It is all framework based on JavaScript. So if you will see the source code of this website, then you will see there is nothing much at the source code. This website is completely, I mean, as you can see, only these lines, and completely website is loading over. It is very fast in speed. So sending the dummy feeds to the machine. Currently, I have sent the dummy feed number 1. So currently, let's start these two videos as we are seeing.
if I send at this moment a new video to this server, the video will get updated and the new video will be over here in this block. So currently, as you can see, the machine ID is here, IMI number is here, and all the machine details that are available on this front page is also over here. Yeah, so currently, this is the progress of combined system on that end. We are able to have the live feeds as well as all the metadata of the machines. Next step is to show entire history and making the backup of all the videos that are coming to our server. So that's our next steps. Thank you, Akhil. Thank you. Akhil has really worked hard and working on the multiple parallel projects. So he is also achieving a lot of things. Okay. After this, I'll show you one more project. Working on the multiple parallel projects. So he is also achieving a lot of things. Okay. After this, I'll show you one more project. Okay. That is one project that we did in Robotics. Okay. So let me introduce what this project is. Then what happens, this project is available in all ICU, in all hospitals. After the operation, okay, after the operation, the instrument are washed in certain chemicals that works on that generate at 26 BCM. Okay, so we have created that machine and the solution, final solution. Okay, that is known as STEMROBO. Okay, and that machine is fully automated and controlled by this vessel. This is a project site in Turkey. Connections are not visible because this was the first project. This is a complete power supply. And this is the SMPUs. You can see currently this is working on 11 MPU. And this is the final machine. This only task was done to generate this chemical. It is called STEMROBO. Okay, it is a disinfectant system. Okay, which eliminates germs from the tools. Okay. Now you have seen the working of hardware in software. Okay. So you can analyze what are the steps that are involved from architecture designing to PCB designing and field trial. Now only two steps are left. One is web services and Android. So I'll show you. Since in our smart products you can see there are a lot of parameters that are available on web service. Okay. So I'll show you one video how a smart products is available live to the audience. Okay. Okay, just for example, this is a vehicle. This is a vehicle I'm also regard. It is being displayed ROV. Okay, and Saket was driving that on Norway. Okay, so we have given a speed up to 80 to 90 and hard acceleration, hard braking. So everything was available on the website. Like for example. Okay, you can see the car is moving. This is a live tracking. You can see the speed 18 km/h. And they stop. Actually, they were fueling, they were providing fuel. So when the car stopped for 2 to 3 minutes, it will show the car is stopped. Okay. This is not a sector 11, okay, in which our device is connected and providing the real-time data. Okay, so you can monitor each and everything. So you can monitor each and everything. Live tracking, development engine as well as body state. Let me give you an example. If hard acceleration was provided, so what how the notification arrives. Okay, let's take an example. This is I guess everybody is aware of this area, sector or not. Let's see, the speed is high, up to 80 kilometers. So you can see on the left side, there is a hard driving acceleration notification. Okay. So this is the location, exact location where hard tracking was implemented. So it was implemented block in sector 16. So the location is also written. Okay. So this is a web service that is available to track vehicle, its health as well as its location. Okay, as well as the driving of the track. So this is one of the smart cards, how we are monitoring the device. Okay. So next is we have seen the web services. Okay, data is available on web services. Now there is an Android app developed by Intel. So Rocky will give you a brief demo how that app works. Okay.
Same time because I didn't know that I have to get a device or that's why I did so few days on the system, so that's why I have to show it on our
Ankit, you can show it here.
Yeah, sure. So here's the applications screen on my cell phone. Sorry about the technical issue. So if I'll select the Google login and click on Google login button, then what will happen is my two Google accounts will gonna open and I have to select one of them to log in into the smart car X system. But because I have registered Raju sir's Gmail ID at this account, so that's why I'm not able to log in into the system. If I'll select even my Google ID, it's gonna say, yeah, here at the bottom you can see the message. Yeah. So that's why I'm not able to log in using my Google ID. So that's why I have to use my Centra ID. At Centra ID, the username and password is currently set because of the demo. And when the application go live, I will remove this username and password. If I'm gonna log in using the Centra mail, here's the dashboard. Here's the dashboard of Smart Car X. Currently, these are the active features, as you can see. As those are highlighted, I'm working on these features first. So currently, this one is the most important feature that I'm currently showing to you. It's a vehicle feature. If I'll select vehicle feature, the Google map will gonna load, and all of our vehicles currently present, they all will going to load on Google map. So currently, as you can see, there are three devices active. If I'll select any one of the device, the Google map will going to zoom in into that device. If I'll select the perimeter of that device, all of the perimeters are going to come. You can see the speed, throttle, fuel, ethanol fuel, engine coolant temperature, engine RPM, engine fuel rate. All of these parameters are coming live from our OBD hardware. So I'm very thankful to our hardware team that is working so hard to giving such a amazing data. I mean, it's not hanging anywhere. So all I can say is our hardware team is working so hard so to their all of the efforts. So that's why I'm building this application as best as I possibly could. So I'm designing this UI. Basically, I'm not a front-end designer, but still I'm trying my very best to do the. My main objective is to develop as much, I can say that, as much a smarter algorithm for smart products as I possibly could. If I need any help, then obviously I ask to my superiors if I get confused in developing any algorithm, like how frequently should I update the data even if the user is not using the application. So maybe a few of you already aware that in Android 8, after Android 8, we are not able to do any background work without letting user know that we are doing work in the background. There is always a service. So currently I'm working on that as well. If you will see, if I just do the drop down, there is a notification. This notification is basically saying to me that Smart Car is doing some background work. If I click on that notification, my activity will gonna open, and this activity demonstrate that what background work the Smart CarX application is doing. So currently we are transparent to user. We are not hiding anything from the user that we are doing this work, and user don't know, and all of his battery or her battery will gonna consume in this Smart CarX application. We don't want to show our application in those applications which shows consuming lots of batteries. So that's why I'm working very hard on this project as well. And one of the most important reason that I'm working very hard on this project is because if I'll implement the right algorithm using the services, using the right methodology, using that I'm doing the background work, like the rest of the application that I'm going to develop after this Smart CarX application, I already know the algorithm that how I'm going to improve that, how I should do the working in the background. So that's why this first application is taking a little time, but I'm sure that future applications will. So thank you.
After the test services, our prototype is ready. Okay, our pilot launch is ready. Now we go for certification. Only two processes there. Certification. Certification, there are multiple labs that are available. Okay, ERTL lab is there. Okay, ERTL lab is in Okla. Then ICAT lab is there in Manesar. Okay, similarly ARAI. This is the biggest lab, only the concerned authority for automotive. That is in Pune. So after getting certification from these companies, okay, we go for mass manufacturing. Okay, because the product is now stable and can bear any condition, whether it's a high temperature, whether it's a surge or it's a low voltage, it will be very stable because of the certification that we have achieved in the product. Okay, so that's all from my side. Any confusion during the product development cycle? Anyone? Everything is clear how the product cycle goes in our research and development. Okay, thank you.
You can focus on the technology part.
Okay, I will show one video. Okay, most of you have seen like Shubham and Vishal are already aware of that video. So, what is an IoT and how IoT is implemented nowadays? Okay, so this is a video for the same. So in this video, you will talk about how things are connected, how machine is talking to machine without human interference. Okay, there is one video. how things are connected. Okay. So I think since morning we are having it's a very wide variety of discussion, right? Ranging from hardware, embedded software, IP, electronics, then web services, software, application development, Android, and whatnot, right? So I hope you guys are not confused, right? What's going on? The whole idea is to give you a perspective that what as a company, as a group of companies at Evertron, Chromosoft, Scientra, and STEMROBO we are trying to achieve. And when we started 5, 6 years back, there was one thought which we started that we wanted to do something end-to-end, right? From concept to prototype or concept to product development, end-to-end some sort of, let's say, R&D at India level, so that we can create end-to-end products, be it in hardware or software. And somehow what happened was that one idea gave birth to another idea and it started going in that direction. Because if you see electronics and embedded and software, because now, right now, what we are seeing and what you saw in the video which Abhishek is presented, that the world is totally moving towards connected world, right? Everything is connected, and as a user point of view, as an end user, there is no difference whether the thing is coming from software side or hardware side or application software. Because when you are using an iPhone or any device, you are least bothered as an end consumer of that thing, that whether it is being implemented in hardware or software or in application software or in as a firmware. Because what you are looking for is a feature, and things are so tightly integrated with each other that this is the reason we have tried to incorporate as much diverse thing as possible so that we have a greater control on end-to-end perspective. Because the thing is, if you have to develop an IP product, you cannot say I just work on the hardware side, because finally you have to develop something on the web services, on the application. And if you do not have that expertise, you will never end up making the complete product, because then you are dependent on some third-party company. They will say, and we have faced this issue, like when we started 6 years back, we were totally focusing on firmware and hardware development, and application software part, there was one project and customer used to say कि भाई आप इनसे बात कर लो, तो वो application software एक बॉम्बे की कंपनी लिख रही थी और वो कहते थे कि भाई हमने जो वेब सॉकेट है APIs है, अभी हमारा डेटा पैकेज जो है वोडाफोन से बॉम्बे तक नहीं पहुंचा है, भोपाल में रुक गया है.
right? And then Sanjeev, we implemented that web server part, and we were able to show them within 1 day. Boss, ये problem आपके end में है, हमारा hardware and firmware is working fine. So that's how we started developing and integrating all these things. So this is the thought that we want to give you guys a real perspective, and because many of you are coming straight from the college, and when we were in college, like अगर electronics branch का बंदा है, तो उसको अगर हम सर्वर बोलते हैं, तो उसके हाथ पाँव में कांपने लगते हैं कि यार सर्वर क्या चीज होती है, तो he thinks कि मैं तो electronics का बंदा हूँ, मेरे को सर्वर से क्या मतलब? अगर कंप्यूटर साइंस वाले बंदे से पूछते हैं कि भाई माइक्रो कंट्रोलर प्रोग्रामिंग क्या है, तो वो फिर आगे मेरे को इससे क्या मतलब? ठीक है? तो अभी भी स्टिल अगर आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के इंजीनियर्स का सर्वे कराओ 100 लोगों से, तो सर्वर उनके हिसाब से अभी कोई मशीन रखी हुई है, लोग सर्वर है, राइट? They are not aware that everything is moving towards cloud. It's not जरूरी नहीं कि फिजिकल यहाँ पे प्रेजेंस हो, हम क्लाउड में भी यूज कर सकते हैं उसको, फाइनली जो सर्वर के लिए और हो, राइट? So they think कि सर्वर है तो मेरे को जाके सर्वर रूम में ऑन ऑफ करना पड़ेगा. So that sort of bottleneck is very it is a hindrance to product innovation mindset. कि ये मेरा काम नहीं है, मैं तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का हूँ, तो मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, मेरे को वेब एप्लीकेशन से मतलब नहीं है, because finally handshaking is going to happen, and as a engineer, you need to be aware of these things from end-to-end perspective. But in-depth expertise you can make on one or two things, but you should be aware of the big picture. Because gone are the times when अगर आप C programming कर रहे हो तो 20 साल C programming करो, those days are gone. You need to have an end-to-end idea, and then you can create your expertise in one or two core domains. Right? You can be an expert in hardware design, or firmware, or application software, or microcontroller programming, or the 3D sort of thing, or web application, or Android. But just those things from an high-end perspective. So in the next session, what we're going to talk about is many of our engineers or listed innovation engineers in the last 1 year, by learning a lot of these new technologies and tools and knowledge, they have been able to really get it implemented in some real sort of product development. So if you see the ATL labs which are being set up, they are of such a quality that even I would say, apart from top 20 or 25 engineering colleges in India, including IITs, NITs and all those colleges, but these engineering colleges, so those colleges also do not have that sort of lab, right? And I can vouch for that. You can compare after engineering colleges में क्या सीखा है in terms of the electronics lab, and you compare the tool sets and the controllers and the sensors which are available in the ATL lab, far better than what your college might have given you during the engineering days, right? So it's a great opportunity to learn those things, and these guys like जो अभी आएंगे और बताएंगे कि उन्होंने किस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट्स किए हैं, they have been really able to make use of that opportunity to really augment their knowledge and capabilities and create an expertise, and उसको भी उन्होंने product के point से create किया. So the idea is कि how when you go to the school and ATL labs, how you can utilize that atmosphere and ecosystem to start working on some innovative projects and ideas. And if you are struck any day or any time and you have that desire to really implement that product, then why we are showing you all those things as a group of companies at Evertron, at Sientra, and at Chromosoft, we have that expertise where we can bail you out and help you implement that product idea. So if you have the desire, then we are here to help you. But we are not going to wake you every day in the morning and say, "Arey yaar, kuch innovative project kar do," because we cannot motivate you daily basis. That has to come. You should be inspired. We can motivate you one time, but motivation does not happen daily, right? So if you are really serious about your career, then this is a great opportunity to really learn the best technologies which are available in the contemporary days, right? So this is the whole objective. And these people who will be coming, they will give you an idea कि किस तरीके से उन्होंने वो projects implement किए हैं.
So in the continuation of this thought, basically whatever Raju shared with you, just I would like to share with you one example. 1 year before, or 8 months before, actually, in fact, we have been thinking for a very long time to work on 3D printer. Okay. So one day in meeting, I just shared कि भाई हमें 3D printer बनाना है, who is going to take a challenge. And I really appreciate here in a group, and I think there should be a round of clap for Shubham and Rushil. And somehow, basically, see, usually Anu and our other team members, they know. First, usually we visualize. Me and Rajiv, actually, we have a concept of visualization. मुझे ये मालूम था कि हाँ हम ये बना सकते हैं, but I didn't know who will make it. Okay, so we visualize it, and in fact, on that day we got very happy when Shubham and Rushil came, and then मैं उस दिन confirm हो गया कि they will really, they are able to make it. Okay, and they started it. So why I'm just sharing this thing means because if we have a very good experience, so on the other side we also had a very few bad experience too. Okay, means sometime even few people, I think अभी तो उसमें से कोई नहीं है, या maybe I don't know, I don't want to basically pinpoint here. Sometimes we use, actually as a human being, हमारी क्रिविंग की आदत होती है कि अरे मैं वहाँ कैसे जा रहा हूँ, मैं तो स्कूल जा रहा हूँ, there is not any innovation is happening here. Okay, how can we become an embedded engineer? How can we become a IoT engineer? So see, at each and every moment, you have an opportunity, and you have an opportunity to prove yourself. It's a matter of your capability and your attitude. I will again give an example of Dharmendra. Okay. Earlier he was basically we involved him as an innovation engineer. Okay, he used to visit to school. But when we involved Dharmendra and Akhilesh in this delivery and procurement, maybe I don't hesitate to share with you here. अगर कोई दूसरा होता तो कहता अरे भाई मैं तो डिटेक्ट करके आया हूँ, मेरा काम ये नहीं है, मेरा काम तो ये इंजीनियरिंग का काम है. But really again we should do a class for these guys. This they really did well. Okay, so actually the purpose of showing the project what Abhishek and Abhishek and his team was showing here, that we have a team, we have our R&D capabilities, and each and every moment you have an opportunity to prove yourself. So no need to do some dreaming kind of things that कि मुझे opportunity नहीं मिल रही, मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, मैं वो नहीं कर सकता. Even Deepak improved himself. Actually, he got a call from PMO. Okay, Deepak and Ranveer, they went to Arunachal. Okay. सबसे पहले धर्मेंद्र को हमने भेजा और दीपक और उसके बाद दीपक और रणवीर को, ठीक है. तो इट्स वेरी, आप इनसे बाद में स्टोरी सुन लेना और क्या प्रॉब्लम आई. Anyway, they will share with their experience. Okay, and Rajiv will also explain. It's a different topic, so I just interrupted here. Means he will also explain how can shape your career being in a Cavalcon and CMTA and this STEMROBO. Okay, thank you.
So now I think we are having one discussion scheduled for how to build exciting and innovative projects in adult tinkering labs or STEMROBO Technovation labs. So I'll be inviting our team of STEMROBO engineer Deepak, Mohit, and Peter. We will be discussing.
We have some slides.
Basically, they will be developing projects in adult tinkering labs in the last 1 year. Few of their projects have been recognized at national level as well. They will be giving you insights of their experience of last 1 year.
पीछे पीछे पीछे
Like that?
Hello everyone. Okay. So, like sir told, opportunity can be you can get opportunity anywhere. So in a similar way, when I go to fields like in our schools, so there also I got a chance to implement technology and work with our domain or embedded domain. Like anyone goes to school, he thinks like, like that. How he will implement how he since he is an engineer being there also, this is one of the made him one of the most demanding schools of Delhi NCR. That is digital microscope of our international one of our clients of STEMROBO, in which us to mass students, like if there is a class of students, full of students, if they are using a microscope, then one by one they have to go and just see on microscope IPs. But this is a digitalized microscope in which the whole view of that microscope will be projected on the screen, and the whole student, whole mass can see at one time what type of images coming exactly. So this is kind of project in which technologies like IoT, radio systems, embedded system, and various protocols are good like HTTP and RTSP for live streaming. Like the whole image of that slide is getting, you can say, live streaming at some other place or anywhere in that school. Apart from this, this was one of the project in which digital telescope was developed. In this image processing, including IoT, and these all things were involved, in which anyone who is like viewing the star, they can get the complete details of a star just by focusing this telescope on that star. So basically, what we have done using image processing, everything has been in, you can say all the details of star is already inbuilt, and you can say like whenever this telescope is getting focused on any other star, it will tell the details that this star is like this. Okay, this was the project developed for, you can say, any of the different, like it was a women safety device. So whenever any woman or anyone who is in need of a help, they can just trigger this device and an automatic post will be getting generated and will get posted on your Facebook account. And anyone, like any one of your friends, will be able to access your location, including your live message, whatever help you want. And the latest development which I did in this, like whenever your nearest police station will having in your area, like wherever you are, an automatic email or any message kind of thing will be getting delivered to them, and they can take a quick action using a live location. Yeah, this prototype is available in office. Rest all things, if you want to see anyone can visit the same international school, it's available here. Next, this is a kind of device which I think one of the adult tinkering marathon was happened I think I think few months back, in which anyone who is I think 3 or 5 domains were selected. This was for health domain, in which this product mainly used to like tell the pollution kind of notifier. Wherever the pollution level is higher, automatically a notification or you can say vibrations can be required and can be used for the sake of the development of our society and you can say problems of country and that's how it is. Okay, thank you. I will be expanding for my experience of our engineers.
Hello everyone, my name is Deepak and as I would like to share my experience and मैंने जैसे आपको पहले ही बताया कि बहुत सारी स्टेट्स में मैं गया हूँ बेसिकली आई बिलोंग टू पंजाब बट ज़्यादा मौका मेरे को पंजाब रहने का कभी मौका मिला तो इससे ज़्यादा मैं अरुणाचल में रहा हूँ एंड वहाँ पे चाइना बॉर्डर एंड म्यांमार बॉर्डर भी था एंड जब मेरा ज्वाइनिंग हुई इसके बाद मैंने सबसे पहले जब हम ज्वाइन करते हैं हमें टेक्निकल नॉलेज तो है बट हमने स्कूल में जाके जब रिप्रेजेंट करना है बच्चों को सिखाना है तो टेक्निकल जो टीचिंग नॉलेज किसी के पास नहीं स्किल्स हमें बहुत मतलब डर लगता है कि कैसे हम करवाएंगे तो ये सब चीजें मैंने नवनीत के साथ जाके सीखी उसने मेरे को बहुत सारी चीजें सिखाई इसके बाद फिर मेरे को अनुराग सर एंड राजेश सर ने डिसाइड किया कि अरुणाचल भेजना है मेरे को लगा कि भाई पहाड़ वगैरह है बहुत अच्छा ठंडी जगह है तो मैं चला जाऊंगा तो मैं चला गया बट मेरे को ये नहीं पता था कि एक्चुअली क्या होगा
इसको वीडियो चलाना
तो उस टाइम एटीएल मैराथन का जो प्रोजेक्ट आया था कि पूरी ऑल ओवर इंडिया में जितने भी स्कूल हैं तो अटल टिंकरिंग मैराथन का जो कंपटीशन था 6 फोकस एरिया तो उसके प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाने हैं एक तो प्रोजेक्ट का बर्डन ऊपर से पता नहीं था क्या करना और स्कूल में मैं गया स्कूल की सुबह जब प्रेयर होती है तो स्कूल के प्रिंसिपल ने बोला कि इंजीनियर साहब तो बहुत रिस्पेक्ट फील होती है जब कोई बोलता है इंजीनियर साहब तो जब कोई बोलता है इंजीनियर साहब आए हैं तो फिर हमने अगले दिन 1-2 दिन में मैंने बोला कि सर स्टार्ट करनी है लैब बोले अभी तो हमारी लैब वगैरह भी नहीं बनी तो 3-4 दिन में हमने तो फिर 3-4 दिन में हमने लैब वगैरह सेटअप की और फिर धीरे धीरे सब चीजें चलने लगी और एटीएल मैराथन का प्रोजेक्ट था और बच्चों को मतलब जस्ट क्लासेस स्टार्ट कर दी थी तो वहां पे रिमोट एरिया बिल्कुल लोग नहीं जानते कि क्या चीज है बैटरी नहीं जानते मैं उनको बोलता बैटरी तो बच्चे बोलते थे बैटरी तो इस तरीके से फिर धीरे धीरे हमने एक प्रोजेक्ट मैंने सोचा क्योंकि मैं वहां पे जब विजिट किया अरुणाचल प्रदेश एक ऐसी स्टेट है इंडिया में यहाँ पे सनलाइट सबसे पहले पड़ती है और जो सूरज है वो ढल जाता है 3-4 बजे मतलब बहुत अंधेरा हो जाता है तो मैंने ये प्रॉब्लम को देखा कि यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम थी और एज ए हम जानते हैं कि इंडिया में आज भी 240 मिलियन पीपल के पास कोई एक्सेस नहीं है वो चीज मेरे को वहां पे देखने को मिली कि लाइट वगैरह का एक्सेस नहीं था तो हमने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया उस पे सोचा
one thing you have to be careful changing has joined us so बहुत हवा पानी देके नहीं कर रहा he is from Arunachal only
हमने प्रोजेक्ट बनाया तो वहां पे प्रॉब्लम थी में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की तो हमने सोलर ट्रैकर पैनल का एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया सब पहले वीडियो अब वीडियो को देखना इसके बाद रियल आगे क्या होने बहुत अच्छी जर्नी ये मेरा प्रोटोटाइप का जो भी आप देख रहे हो इसके बाद
is known as the enterprising sun. In India, first ray of sunlight falls on Arunachal. Sun rises at 4 a.m. and sets by 5 p.m. So we discussed the problem with our mentor and thought of using solar trainer panel, which is the best alternative in here as it gets sunlight. In this project, we have used this series move towards the sun. Here, as you can see, we have blocked the LED and used then the solar panel moved towards the west. And just for demonstration, we west and move the slash towards the east. This project is efficient as normally large solar panel also uses small solar panel. Installed an automatic steel lamp which gets its power from the solar panel. Nearly 0.4 people still don't get access to electricity. Many poor communities. And electricity can help people work longer, help children study at home, help at night. What can help India rise the challenge and energy poverty, fight climate change? Think solar. Solar energy is an affordable, reliable, and sustainable way to power homes, businesses, we have achieved success in our project with the presence of Indian land in our school. We would like to thank our principal for his full support. We would also like to thank STEMROBO company and Professor who gave the school and support and stayed with us online for this project.
This project got selected in the top 30 innovators of Adult ये चीज मैटर नहीं करती कि ये प्रोजेक्ट पहले एग्जिस्ट करता है, मैटर ये करता है कि वहां की प्रॉब्लम क्या थी। वहां पे अगर ये प्रोजेक्ट आता है तो वहां पे सोलर पैनल जो ट्रैक्टर का मेन हमने फंडा यूज किया था ताकि एनर्जी को ज्यादा से ज्यादा स्टोर कर सके, ज्यादा से ज्यादा टाइम। मेन गोल जहां की प्रॉब्लम थी वहां की प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना। एंड देन ये जर्नी यहाँ पर टॉप 100 के बाद हमने यहाँ पे बेसिकली 3 प्रोजेक्ट बनाए थे, यूनिट पावर बैटरी भी है और एक रिवर क्लीनिंग। और इसके बाद इस प्रोजेक्ट को अगेन टॉप 30 में सिलेक्ट किया गया। एंड जो बच्चे वहां के जिनके पास कोई मतलब एक्सेस नहीं है ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी का, इसके बाद वहां बच्चों को दिल्ली लाया गया एक अजय कुमार कॉलेज में एक प्रोटोटाइप जो प्रोजेक्ट था उनको प्रोडक्ट की फॉर्म में लाने के लिए यही बच्चे इन्होंने आगे प्रोजेक्ट जो आपने पहले प्रोटोटाइप देखा, इसके बाद ये प्रोडक्ट की फॉर्म में ये प्रोडक्ट वहां पे बनाए बच्चों ने खुद ने। बहुत सारा पहले इसलिए
So yesterday, this Mr. Tenji, let's look at this time. So please come. So he is from Tamang. So actually, although he has already explained everything, already shared everything about Ranchal, but if we hear from him, what is the situation of Ranchal? What kind of difficulties they have? Okay. So actually, when we were taking an interview, I think 2 days or 3 days before, so we got very much impressed. He has some thought, means how can we solve the problem of Ranchal? So definitely he did well. Okay, means it's a very difficult position from. Actually, he used to go from he and this Ravi both from Dibrugarh to Ranchal. तो हमारे लिए बेसिकली ये तो ठीक है, वी आर अ टेक्निकल पर्सन, तो डेफिनेटली वी कैन एप्रिशिएट, बट इससे भी ज्यादा हमारा एप्रिसिएशन ये रहता है कि दे टुक दिस एज अ चैलेंज बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट वे, वेरी हार्ड वे टू ट्रैवल फ्रॉम Dibrugarh to yes sir, there are different cookies. Okay, so anyway, I would also like to call you here. Yes, please. Okay. So 2 or 3 words. First of all, I would like to ask you, how did you feel about today's, because there are only two, it has become only 2 days, yesterday you joined, okay. So, what kind of your first feeling, first reaction is, how are you feeling today?
Just in one word, learning, that's all.
Oh, great. So you also shared, means there are some problem over there in Arunachal. Okay, so even just in a favor of Deepak, okay, just say few words.
In Arunachal Pradesh, I would like to say that in Arunachal Pradesh, in our place, is a very backward place. It's technically, I won't say socially or any other thing, but technically it's a very backward place. I was fortunate enough to study outside Arunachal, but when I was there, I have to walk nearly 1 kilometer to go to school to get education. I studied in Tezpur and Bangalore. I doesn't need to walk much. My school was just beside where I used to study, Ashram. I was selected over there. And Bangalore also, we just need to walk 5 or 10 minutes. Here, metro, everything is everywhere. But in Arunachal Pradesh, some people used to walk nearly 2 or 3 kilometers just to be in their school. So it takes lots of hard work, dedication, and we doesn't see that is difficult because we don't know what is easier way. That's the main best thing about that is you doesn't know difficult because you don't know there is an easier way. So I won't like to say much about that because I'm new and it's not good to say too much. That's all. Thank you.
So Arunachal schools, actually this is not just as a business for us. Today just I posted I just shared one post. Actually Durga Prasad, he shared a few stats of Andhra-based schools. So I just shared over Facebook and I wrote that whatever dream we basically had in that time when we had started this company, that this basically STEMROBO, Everton, Plumosoft and Sierra, this is not just as a business for us. It's a beyond business, and therefore this today I just posted that now we are walking on a right track. Okay, means we have to think that we have to do something for society. Business, keep aside business. Business is also one part of this thing. Because if business nahi aayega, so we cannot give a salary to you people. But also keep remember that we also have to do something for society. We also have to contribute something for society, and therefore this kind of accounts like Arunachal, Andhra की तरह snap एक बार मैंने Facebook पे share किया हुआ है. जिस तरीके से innocent बच्चे बैठे हुए हैं जमीन पे and they are learning. Durga Prasad he was given a training. Really, I got very much impressed. So I can say really means we are on the right track. Okay, this time.
And one thing, कंपनी में 2 चीजें होती है, एक जो इनोवेशन इंजीनियर हमने जो डिलीवर करना है, एंड उससे पहले बिजनेस में अगर हमारे पास ज्यादा स्कूल है तो हमारी टीम बड़ी होगी और हमारे लिए एक जॉब क्रिएटिविटी है. तो कुछ इंजीनियर सोचते होंगे मतलब कि सेल्स में होता है कि हम क्यों करें. पहले मतलब जब मैं आया तो मेरे को लगा कि मतलब मैं टेक्निकल बंदा हूं तो सिर्फ टेक्निकल चीजें करूंगा. बट ऐसी सिचुएशन जैसे मैंने अरुणाचल में जाके देखी, मैं एक वीडियो दिखाऊंगा वहां के लोगों का मैसेज जो हमारे लिए उन्होंने टेस्टमनी वीडियोस बनाई थी वहां के पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स ने. एंड आई स्टार्ट इन बिजनेस आल्सो. एंड मैंने अपने होम टाउन पे वहां पे एक स्कूल है, गर्ल्स स्कूल है, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल है, जिनको नहीं पता कुछ भी कि अडल्ट ड्रिंकिंग लैब क्या होती है. मैंने उनसे आगे बात की, उन्होंने अप्लाई किया अडल्ट ड्रिंकिंग लैब एंड उन्होंने बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स भी फेस की कि कैसे मतलब फंड लिया जाए. फिर फंड भी आ गया उनका एंड नाउ हमारे कंपनी के साथ ही डील हुई एंड हमने वहां पे नेक्स्ट मंथ हमारी डील हो गई है एंड नेक्स्ट मंथ उनकी लैब हमारी कंपनी से सेटअप हो जाएगी. मतलब क्या है कि हमने ये भी सोचना अपने उससे कंपनी के मिशन एंड विजन से कि हमने टिंकरिंग लैब्स को भी ज्यादा बढ़ाना है।
तो ठीक है, let's we will select. Hello everyone, once again. So I'll be showing you a glimpse of projects that I've been doing for the past 1 year in the school. Like basically, first thing teachers ask is when we go to school is something like we need a kind of innovative project so that they can get an output that something is going on in the school. So what can a project be based like? First thing engineers face a problem is that what can be the idea for the project. So it is something what you can do for that is you can ask the students to bring in the ideas from their thoughts. Like it's something, there will be 50 students in a class and if you get 50 different ideas out of it, out of 50 you will get at least one idea that you can execute and implement in the form of a project or a product. So I will be showing you some of the projects that you can like execute in your school. So the first project I did was smart irrigation one. This is basically this project was like I been in a school Sadhu Asmani. Their teacher did a like it was something they have did a research on a soil and they come up with a polymer that used to retain water capacity for more than 24 hours. And they have represented that thing in Russia and everywhere around the world. So it was like with a like interconnection of electronics and chemical industry. They have built it the awesome project and it has won around 2 to 3 national level prizes also. The next project is like a smart dustbin. This is basically a dustbin in which there will be ultrasonic sensors. One will be measuring the garbage content in it, and there is an indicator RGB LED in that, which will be green when the dustbin is completely empty, and blue light will be there when it is at the intermediate level, and red is for that when the dustbin is full. And the GSM module is used for that purpose. Like when the dustbin is full, the notification will be there for that purpose. I'll just show you a video for this so that you can get an idea regarding that. Like in this one ultrasonic in the front that is detecting if someone is present in front of it, unless and until someone is not there, it is not going to open. And as long as someone is going to stand in front of it, is going to remain open. And the ultrasonic is there for the measurement of, like, you can get an indicative that how much garbage is there inside the box. As you can see that the trial is going on regarding that, and this was a project that was being displayed on the DD National, in which the ATS schools of the radio were invited and ASN school have presented that this project at that level. Then this is the one of the recent projects that I have made is smart pillbox. At the moment, the designing of this project is going on, like 3D casing and all is still like in the process for this. Basically, this was a project like at some people don't remember the time, like forget to take medicines on time. So this project was made with that purpose. Like there is a RTC module used in it, which was used for the like proper reminders for the tablets, and there were count of tablet was going on regarding 3 buttons were there. So whenever your user is going to have the medicine out of it, you can press one button and get a notification on the mobile phone also that the medicines are over and you can just refill the box again. At the moment, this is like the casing and everything needs to be done. So that was the casing part when we made the project.
So you transfer this project to our central R&D team. Let's convert it form of a product.
And this was also one of the projects like digitalize. This was a project to help the blind people, like they generally not able to walk properly because they can't have a vision right there. So this project was having an ultrasonic and it was a kind of glove having an ultrasonic sensor on it, and you can simply just walk down the road with the help of it. There was a vibrating motor and a buzzer on it. Whenever an obstacle is detected in front of it, it buzzes off and the vibrations are sent for that. As you can see that whenever it is detecting an obstacle, it is going to buzz off and the vibration will be felt on the hand. You can like decide the distance at what distance you can make it, and the modifications can be like you can make it. It is a unidirectional one. You can increase it, the number of sensors in it, and have a, like feedback from the different directions. And then it's like some of the projects that I have designed the last year. It was a RF based school entry system in which RFID was used, so that students can enter the school and only authorized students were allowed to enter the school. And they said until you have a RF identity card which is registered, you won't be able to enter the school again. So the modification in this thing was going on the attendance system along with that RFID. That whenever a student enters the school, it is already going to like attendance is going to mark on his name in front of it. It was also having a barrier in it. In this, a servo motor was used as a barrier for it. Like whenever a user was being authorized to get an entry into it, the servo motor moved and opened it. It was like a kind of gate that opens on the basis of that. As you can see that when the authorized gets and the message got displayed, like we have made a system in front, like the text will be sent to the parents that your school has entered the school or your child has entered the school. So that, because sometimes what happens is, like when we are in 9 to 10 standards, बच्चे घर से निकल जाते हैं स्कूल बोल के and रास्ते में वो स्कूल जाते नहीं हैं, and they just get to the bunk and all that. Because sometimes we carry that to get a prevent those type of things.
Experience.
And some of the other projects, like there was a smart railway project in which it was like a sensor was used to protect the railway track accidents which happen generally due to the crossing of animals and all. And I'll just give you a quick review of other projects in that. Smart street light, which was based upon like the sensors that whenever the car was passing, the light intensity increases and generally prevents collisions.
So Soumya Khalva, she knows everything. She's aware about it.
Yes, sir. These are the projects from the multiple. Like I have been to 3 schools, so these are different projects from all the schools.
ASN की भी है.
Yes, sir. ASN.
Send this slide to Soumya.
They have the newsletter in which all the pics are there.
मैंने पता नहीं देखा होगा नहीं देखा होगा इधर WhatsApp पे भेज दिया.
And this was the RFID based again a kind of home automation system. Like you need to provide the RFID card that we have in motors and everything. You know, connection and all work out of it. This was one of the projects that traffic density based traffic light in which there were a traffic density measurement on all the directions, like 4 directions of road, and the green light was being applicable to that road which was having the less higher amount of density on it. This was a project, like I prepared this project in 2 days, and it was something they were having a competition based on mathematics, and they got confused that it is going to be an embedded system competition. So it was they got this project to there, and they were like, sir, we went there and on the 5th आ गए. मैंने कहा तो क्या हो गया? They said कि वो तो मैथ्स का competition था, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का project.
किस चीज का था?
मैथ्स का competition था. And the other projects like optical sensor, which is basically a kind of backlight sensor which we use in cars. Different LEDs will be there, which will be glowing on the basis of distance from the objects. So that's it from my side. I gave you got a few ideas regarding that how you can make projects. I'll hand over my to Tina for the follow-up.
Thanks, Alan. I think you have made quite a good number of projects, right? So I think some of them are interesting. Okay, like that smart fill one, we can see how we can productize it because it's very useful. It's not easily available, although those sort of things are available in US, but they're very costly.
That is very useful. I haven't taken my medicine for last 7 or 8 days.
I think we can discuss it offline. That's how we can productize it.
Hello everyone. My name is Peter. For the newer guys who don't know me yet, and thanks to my colleagues who have wonderfully told you all the kinds of projects they have did over the last year, over the entire journey STEMROBO. I will take this discussion a bit away from this thing. I will discuss the projects that I have made. I will discuss something that you might be willing to know. That is, you all might be thinking that these things seem a bit difficult. How will we do this when we reach to a school? How will we plan things? How will we execute things over there? Will we be able to do these things or we will fail over there? So regarding that, I will share my experience with you. In the beginning, when we joined here on 3rd July, Kiran and I joined together. On the 3rd day, we were given this possibility by Kiran sir to go to ASN school for a marathon and manage everything over there. And the first thing that I heard from my students was that, sir, we want to make a communication system using quadcopters that will be on the roof of the school. As soon as there is some earthquake or something, the quadcopter will fly and they will make a communication system so that we can call through that. Now, the thing was, I could do 2 things. I could straightforward say no, that we won't do this thing, or I could make the student understand that why we cannot do this thing in the given frame of time. So what I did, I started discussing with them. I started telling them what are the components involved, what are the things involved, what we have to test, what are the phases that will be involved to make such a system function in the given period of time. And at the end, the student himself said, sir, let's plan something else for this event, we will plan this thing later on. So make sure when you are going to a school, first of all, be ready for all the challenges you face. Be innovative, be inspired, and make sure that you should have a never to say no attitude. Like you should be there, you should listen to them first, go back home, think, plan, see the feasibility of the project, plan accordingly, and then come back to the person and tell them, is it feasible or not? If it's feasible, how it is feasible, what all we need, or if it's not feasible, then why it's not feasible. Fine. And at last, because the first thing will be always you. You have to face that first. But still, if you start making something and get stuck, as Rajesh sir told us that there is a complete team, R&D team behind us, and you don't have to worry about that. We are always with you, and you can ask for any of the help. We will be there. But first, it will be you. So make sure that you always have something in your teeth, in your hand, some ideas, some new concepts, something out of the box that you can use on the moments when you get stuck. Like I was sent to KIT school, one of our good schools, and in that school, ma'am expected some innovative ideas the first day. So I had a few projects in mind already, and when I told them those ideas, they were very happy with that. So just make sure these things, and then we are always there to help you, so you don't have to worry. And welcome to STEMROBO Technologies. Thank you. This will be all from my side.
At last, I would like to thank Anurag sir, Rajiv sir, and Anup sir for showing a lot of faith in us and sending to these premium schools and continuing the journey. Thank you.
So I think you got a good idea from these people about building innovative projects into the schools. Now we'll be moving towards the next discussion, and I'll be inviting Ranveer, Rishabh, Shubham, Roshil, and Atul.
You can do chai par charcha.
Chai par charcha.
Do chai par charcha.
They'll be discussing how we need to customize our methodologies as per the place or school. It may be a state board school, it may be a school in the interior, it may be a school in Delhi NCR. So how we need to, customize our methodologies and curriculum.
एक बार स्टार्ट हाँ तो बैठा देते ना
Prime Minister can do chai पे चर्चा. We can also.
यहाँ से कैमरे से और यहाँ स्क्रीन करा दें.
हाँ वो ज़्यादा बेटर है.
चाय भी पी लेंगे.
हाँ गुड आइडिया. गुड आइडिया.
अच्छा यही बैठ सारे लोग
ऑटो पे है ना चाय यहाँ पे बैंगलोर में रहते हैं ना ये भाई अच्छा आप भी नहीं हो ना अरे इसको बुलाया आ नहीं रहा था ये जानते हैं ये लोग वगैरह कॉलेज में हम लोग बात कर रहे थे हम लोग जब कॉलेज में यूएस का क्या है संकल्प नहीं आया अभी मैं बोल गया था ये रात में काम करते हैं रात में काम करने वाले पानी 12 बजे से सुबह से काम करते हैं
बहुत अच्छा किया
मैं बुलाना भूल गया हाँ कॉलेज से गए थे
अनु 10 मिनट क्या होता है ओके ना ओके होता है नहीं तो वो इसको करो तब होगा इसको करके तो पास कर दो पूरा पीछे ब्लड हो गया ये होता है जब ये पास ही जाओ और इसको तब से आ जाए पीछे की ब्लड
अरे इसको स्ट्रीम कराना सर इस पे स्क्रीन इसको हेलो इसको
चेयर खाली हो गई फिलहाल हम लोग कहाँ थे?
लाइव है अनुप, लाइव है।
बता दिया सर वो।
Hello. Hello everyone. So now Ranveer, Shubham, Rishil, Atul, Rishabh, they are going to give us an idea how we need to customize our methodologies and we can get the best customer satisfaction at different places and different type of schools. So they will be sharing their experience in just 10 minutes. So we just need to be just 2 minutes each. 2 minutes each. Everybody is speaking and he'll be sharing his experience.
So real experience, whatever you have.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Last year I joined as an innovation engineer, and then I started going to different schools. And now, most basically, I handle all the teacher training part. And in the teacher training part, basically the most important thing is that you have the knowledge. You just have to deliver it according to the teacher's need. Basically, what happens sometimes you have given the syllabus, how to follow the syllabus, but the teachers they demand something else. They want something else. Right now, let something go on Python or start it with a drone. So what you have to do at that moment, you have to improvise. You have to tell how things are to be done, and you should follow the proper guidelines or the rules that a company has sent. Because if you don't go according to the curriculum that has been sent for us, it will be very difficult for the teachers to understand the basic concept. So basically, right now we can draw programming, then typing programming, then mechanical kit. And sometimes it might happen that the teachers start to lose interest because most of the teachers are not from the computer background or not familiar with the programming skills and all. So then right now then you can more focus on 3D printing, designing and mechanical things like mechanical, cord property, all kind of these things. So they will be more, I can say, interested in doing all those activities rather than all the basic programming. And sometimes it might happen like it happened with me. Suddenly teacher told me that start with the Raspberry Pi, and I haven't started with the Raspberry Pi yet, but I know the basics, how to go through it. I have the content with me. It just took me 5 minutes, look up my phone, how to get started with it, and just I started the training on Raspberry Pi for 3 hours. So you have the knowledge, you just have to make it into a deliver content. You should be good in delivering the speeches, all the things you're telling them. And most important thing, if any teacher has any doubt, do not neglect them. Just answer each and everything. And if you don't know any answer of any questions, just tell them I will tell you tomorrow or later we can discuss it after the session is over. So at that time you can look it over the internet or call any one of the colleagues to clear that doubt. And that's how you can go on.
So you should know how to say no.
Exactly. The client is always right. You can make him right.
Good evening, everyone. Rishil Soni this side. So I've joined as an innovation engineer last year with STEMROBO Technologies. So what I've learned so far, be it a project of Sianda Technologies, Terraton Technology, or STEMROBO Technologies, whatever you do in the company, the most important thing I believe is the documentation part. And based on the documentation part itself, you can do the continuous improvement on your projects, be it the projects in your school or any industrial project you are facing. So documentation is the most important part. Abhishek sir and Siddharth sir, they are the mentors for documentation, हर जगह इन्होंने यहाँ पे बोला है कि एक फ्लो, एक कंटिन्यूस फ्लो होना चाहिए आपके प्रोजेक्ट्स के लिए. विदाउट द फ्लो एंड विदाउट द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन आपका जितना भी मेहनत है इट इज कम्प्लीटली यूजलेस. आप अगर आपके पास डॉक्यूमेंटेशन नहीं होगा देन यू कैन नॉट प्रोसीड विद रेस्ट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट. सो थैंक यू.
Hello everyone, I am Atul. As Shubham sir said that हमें किसी को नो नहीं बोलना चाहिए एंड रुचिर सर का पॉइंट बिल्कुल सही है कि हमारे पास डॉक्यूमेंटेशन होनी चाहिए. लाइक अगर हमारे पास डॉक्यूमेंटेशन है एंड हमें उस क्वेश्चन का आंसर नहीं पता जो टीचर्स हमसे कर रहे हैं, सडनली हमने अपना मोबाइल पुट किया एंड उसने अपना आंसर दे दिया बिकॉज हमारे पास डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं, हमसे पहले किसी ने उस पर मेहनत की हुई है, किसी ने उस सेंसर पे वर्क किया हुआ है, हमारे पास उससे आइडिया हो जाएगा. देन हम अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी लगाकर उसे इम्प्रूव करके उन्हें इजीली बता सकते हैं, उन्हें एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग मैं जिन स्कूलों में गया हूँ मैं मोस्टली दिल्ली एनसीआर के स्कूल विजिट किए एंड वन ऑफ द एक हिसार के स्कूल में मैंने विजिट किया ओपीजेएमएस. इन दोनों जगहों में मैंने डिफरेंस देखा, बहुत ज्यादा डिफरेंस मुझे देखने को मिला है. लाइक दिल्ली एनसीआर के स्टूडेंट इन सब चीजों में बहुत आगे हैं एंड ओपीजेएमएस हिसार के स्टूडेंट उतने ज्यादा आगे नहीं है. उन पे मुझे थोड़ी ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ी उनको इम्प्रूव करने के लिए. उनके पास भी डेफिनेटली आइडियाज थे. वहां पर एक 11th क्लास के बच्चे ने ड्रोन उड़ाने की कोशिश की, नॉट विद द ड्रोन किट बट विद द ऑर्डिनो, एंड वो खुद से अपने सारे सेंसर लगाकर उसकी इंटरफेसिंग करना चाहता था. मैंने उसकी पूरी हेल्प की एंड अब वो नहीं है. इट मींस उसे इतनी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम फेस हुई कि उसने मुझसे कहा कि सर आप दिल्ली से ट्रैवल करते हैं, आप दिल्ली से मेरे लिए लेकर आइए. मैंने वैसे दिल्ली पे भी पता किया, वो मिला नहीं, तो फिर मैंने बोला उसे कि अभी इसे स्टॉप करो, थोड़ी देर वेट करो, जब ये अवेलेबल होगा तब इसे कंटिन्यू करना. तो मैं ये डेफिनेटली बोलना चाहूंगा कि स्टूडेंट्स के पास आइडिया है, बस हमें उसे इम्प्रूव करने की जरूरत है, जस्ट एक पुश देने की जरूरत है. हम उसे वो सिखाएं, उन्हें वो सारी चीज बताएं कि वो आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. That's all from my side.
Hey everyone, my name is Rishabh Thapa and I joined last year the STEMROBO technologies. Actually, it's advice not for the Delhi NCR people, who Delhi NCR engineers, actually who are going outside the Delhi NCR. The thing is, students and teachers are entirely different because they don't know about the robotics, they don't know about anything about technology. You have to deal different kind of people at different times. So I'll just say good for Delhi NCR engineers, but best of luck for the outside engineers. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ranveer. I have joined this company on New Year's Eve of this year, and I joined this company on the train. And I do my training on the train. Like it's weird, but yeah, it's true. Like I have learned Scratch, Market while traveling to Arunachal Pradesh. So,
You got offer letter over food.
Yeah. Even I got offer letter after 3 or 4 months. but I got it on email. Yeah. And first thing I want to tell you that we have to be prepared for worst case scenarios at every place that we are going for teacher training or student training. So, for example, you are teaching at some place and the light is gone. And you are teaching Scratch and there is no light. So you can't use computer or projector. So at the on spot, you can use blackboard or whiteboard and you can draw something like that and give tasks at the same instant to students. Like what would you do if your car is at this particular place and your building is at this place? How will you move these things? So that they don't feel bored while the light is gone. And the same case with teachers, like you have to make your curriculum that way that so the teachers came in interest. Like Vishnu has already mentioned, like some teachers get bored because they are not from the same background. Like some teachers are from Hindi background or English background. They are from different language backgrounds. So they don't know about electronics and computer knowledge. So we have to tell them those type of things so that they can interact, so they can mix up those things with each other.
So this is very important point that language should not be barrier. Means if actually our end goal is to spread the knowledge, okay,
bring the innovation. So basically, innovation is not bounded with the language. Okay. अगर किसी को हिंदी में बोलना है, किसी को बंगाली में, पंजाबी में, that's fine. ठीक है. कभी-कभी होता है NCR के schools में you are bound to speak in English. That's fine. This is another part. But for outside, even we have a very good experience in Arunachal. Okay. We have a very good experience in Bengal, even in Eastern UP. Okay. We got a very good concept from Eastern UP. Okay. So the thing is, end goal is to impart the knowledge. And personally, what I believe, knowledge is not bound with the language. Language, in my dictionary, language means what we speak. This is the first thing, and body language is the main important thing. Okay. अगर किसी की communication स्किल बहुत अच्छी नहीं है, that's fine. It depends on your background. Actually, for us, it's hardly matter. Okay, we know means people are coming from a different background, so it depends on your primary education. It depends on your middle and high school inter education. That's fine. But the main thing is body language. If you have a passion, you have a knowledge, your body language is speak. Okay, so don't think that sometimes it happens. Although we should try to improve our communication skill. But body language, you should improve first. Body language बहुत ही important. Thank you. Yeah. So next. Yeah.
So I think you got a very good idea about our delivery of our methodologies and making innovative projects in the ETLs and our technovation labs. Now, as we have discussed, you asked back about the responsibilities of an innovation engineer into the schools. So now, Shelly will be giving you an idea how she handled one project. Means we were having one of the important accounts with us, APJ School Noida last year, and it has been executed very well. There were 6 to 7 or 8 engineers going together every day, around 3 to 4 days in a week. And I think it was continued for 6 to 7 months, and it was a very good feedback from that schools. And because of that quality execution in that school, we are now associated with the several other branches of APJ schools also. We are going to start several APJs, club in several APJ schools from this next week itself. So now I would like to ask Sally to share her experience, how you people can focus and implement the whatever framework we have discussed as means around the responsibilities of an engineer into the schools.
Okay, shut up. Applause for Shelly. This is very important project for us. Means the whole account, and we got it. Though it's a teamwork, but she leaded this team and she executed this project very well.
And one thing I would like to tell you, she is not prepared for this. We have randomly asked her to discuss and share her experience here. So I think
अगर प्रिपेयर नहीं है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. अगर रियल कोई काम किया तो उसको अगर सो रहा हो जगा दो तो वो जो बोलता है वही रियल चीज है.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मुझे थोड़ी सिवरिंग होती है जब भी मैं स्टेज पे आती हूँ, तो मेरे वॉइस में ये पता चलेगा आपको. बट एज एक्सपीरियंस फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने जब ज्वाइन किया था, लिटरली कम्युनिकेशन फर्स्ट पॉइंट था, सेकंड वन था टेक्निकल. मैं बस यही सोच रही थी कि और एक बात और, मेरा हाथ थोड़ा ऐसे ऐसे होगा तो इसके बाद आप मुझे ध्यान दीजिएगा. तो जब मुझे ये पता चला कि मुझे ज्वाइन करना है, मैं पूरी रात बस ये सोचती रही कि मैं करूंगी क्या, बताऊंगी क्या. मेरा ऑलरेडी बैक हो चुका था, इतना मैं कैसे क्या हैंडल करूँ. फिर अपने माइंड को सेट किया कि जो मुझे आता है, जो मुझे समझ में आता है, जितना मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया है, चाहे वो पढ़ाई से रिलेटेड हो या सोसाइटी से रिलेटेड हो, मैं वही बोलूंगी. या सेलेक्ट हो तो ठीक है, नहीं हो तो नहीं. यही सेम एटीट्यूड मेरा स्कूल्स में भी था. इस एटीट्यूड के साथ मैं स्कूल में भी जाती थी. मतलब जो मुझे आता था, जिस तरह से मुझे समझ में आता था, या जो मुझे लगता था कि हाँ एट द पॉइंट यही एक है कि वो इस तरह से. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि आप 1 डे बिफोर चीजों को प्लान करके जाएं और नेक्स्ट डे सेम चीज एग्जीक्यूट करें. मतलब प्री प्लान इज गुड, हमें सच बट एक नेक्स्ट उसका फेज लेके चलना चाहिए कि अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो क्या। तो मैं हमेशा यही चीज लेके अपने साथ चलती हूँ कि लाइफ में चाहे वो कोई भी फेज हो, पॉजिटिव इज ऑलवेज गुड बट ऑलवेज प्रिपेयर फॉर द नेगेटिव फेज टू। कि अगर स्कूल में गए, अगर मैं सपोज वो लेक्चर नहीं दे पाई या मेरी तबीयत खराब हो गई या फिर कुछ ऐसी इश्यूज आ गई, उस समय मैं कैसे मैनेज करूं। तो मैं एबीसी में जब भी जाती थी तो ये चीज पहले दिमाग में रखती थी कि अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो मैं कैसे मैनेज करूंगी। हो गया तो मुझे कुछ सोचना है नहीं हुआ तो उस पेज में कैसे। और यही एक एटीट्यूड था जो मुझे हर स्टेप पे कुछ ना कुछ सिखाता गया। फर्स्ट डे मैं किरण सर के साथ गई थी, उन्होंने बताया कि कैसे कैसे करना है। थर्ड सेकंड टाइम जब गई तो ये था कि क्लास में कैसे हैं, किस तरह के बच्चे हैं, बिकॉज जो माइंडसेट था कि हम बच्चों को पढ़ाने जा रहे हैं, लिटरली वहाँ बच्चे पढ़ते नहीं है। क्योंकि आप अगर ये सोच के जाओ कि आप पढ़ाने जा रहे हैं तो आपको पता चलेगा कि वो पढ़ने नहीं आते। वो रोबोटिक्स की क्लास बस एक बात समझते हैं कि वो कुछ आएंगे, कुछ मूवी कुछ बनाएंगे और वही उन्हें समझ में आता है और वही आपका मोटो भी होना चाहिए। जो मेरा फर्स्ट डे होता है कि आपका फर्स्ट डे इंट्रोडक्शन कैसा होना चाहिए। टेक्नोलॉजी इज गुड बट क्यों टेक्नोलॉजी, व्हाई टेक्नोलॉजी, क्यों हम उसे एक्सक्यूट करें अपनी लाइफ में, क्यों हम आजकल टेक्नो से भी बंद हैं। ये क्वेश्चंस पहले उनके माइंड में होना चाहिए। लाइक कि अगर वो छोटे से ही बच्चे हैं तो उनसे पूछो कि आपके घर में ऐसे कौन कौन सी चीजें जो आपको लगता है कि ये टेक्नोलॉजी है। तो जो मेरी फर्स्ट क्लास थी मैंने उसमें उन्हें टास्क दिया था कि आप घर जाओ, आज पूरा मैं आपको बस थोड़ा बहुत बताऊंगी, घर जाओ, घर पे देखो कि 2 इयर्स बिफोर आपके घर में क्या था और आफ्टर 2 इयर्स आपके घर में क्या है। लाइक कि फ्रिज था, फ्रिज आप 2 इयर्स बिफोर कैसा यूज करते हैं, अब उसमें क्या क्या एडवांटेज, क्या क्या न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ वो चीजें आ गई। टीवी था तो टीवी में क्या क्या चीजें आ चुकी हैं। फोन है तो क्यों क्यों एक इलिटरेट पर्सन भी फोन को इतना इजीली चला लेता है, क्या उसके पीछे उसको कोई नॉलेज नहीं। तो द थिंग इज दैट वो हमेशा लर्निंग स्किल होती है, वही हमें बच्चों का फाइंड आउट करना होता है क्लास में। जो बच्चों को लर्निंग स्किल फाइंड आउट करते हैं उसे हम सिखा पाते हैं। 30 स्टूडेंट्स रहते हैं, सीखते बस 2 हैं। एज अ ऑब्जर्वर, एज अ ट्रेनर आपको उन 2 बच्चों को फाइंड आउट करना है। और इसी मोटो के साथ मैंने ये वीडियो को टैकल किया। इसमें टीम सपोर्ट, बहुत से चैलेंजेस हैं बट द गुड पार्ट इज दैट कि उसमें बहुत से सपोर्ट थे, उसके साथ बहुत सी लर्निंग मैंने सीखी, जिसके ये मैं कह सकती हूँ कि आज मैं अगर यहाँ स्टैंड होकर कुछ बोल रही हूँ तो वो जो नेगेटिव फेस में लेके चलती थी उसी की वजह से मैं यहाँ स्टैंड थी, क्योंकि उसकी वजह से मैंने एक अपना एक अलग फेस क्रिएट कर लिया जिसमें अब मुझे पता है कि स्कूल में क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स आती हैं, किस तरह से मुझे चैलेंज हैंडल करना है। अगर पीटीएम है, एग्जीबिशन है, तो ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हम मॉडल भी प्रेजेंट करें और ये भी जरूरी नहीं है कि हम पेरेंट्स को, बट द मेन थिंग इज दैट जो भी हो वो लाइव लगे, वो ट्रुथ लगे, वो ऐसा ना लगे कि आप बस चीजों को दिखावे में कर रहे हैं। सो ऑफ इज गुड करना है बट पेरेंट्स तभी अट्रैक्ट होते हैं जब आप वही बोलते हो, वही दिखाते हो जो ट्रुथ है, जिसके साथ आप मूव करते हो। इन फ्यूचर आप क्या करोगे वो, क्योंकि इस माइंडसेट से कोई भी पेरेंट्स आपसे मिलने नहीं आता है क्योंकि आप फ्यूचर में क्या करोगे, या उनको बस ये होता है कि उनका बच्चा क्या सीखेगा। तो जब भी कोई पेरेंट्स, जैसे मुझे कई पेरेंट्स पूछते हैं कि मैम ये रोबोटिक्स क्लास से मेरा बच्चा क्या सीखेगा, तो मैं यही उनसे पूछती हूँ कि आप चेस में भेजते हो, अदर एक्टिविटीज में भेजते हो, तो आपका बच्चा क्या सीखता है। रोबोटिक्स कोई सिखाने की चीज नहीं है, खुद सीखने की चीज। बच्चा आपका रोबोटिक्स सीखने आता है, उस रोबोटिक्स में हम उसे बताते हैं कि जो भी चीजें आपके सराउंडिंग में है दैट इज कनेक्टेड टू द टेक्नोलॉजी। टेक्नोलॉजी एक ऐसा मोड है जिसमें आपका मैथ्स भी आएगा, जिसमें आपका साइंस भी आएगा, जिसमें आपकी केमिस्ट्री भी आएगी, जिसमें आपका होल सब्जेक्ट इज इंक्लूडेड इन दैट। मतलब रोबोटिक्स एक ऐसा फेज है जो आपके बच्चे को एक तरह से आप ये कहो कि मतलब मैं ये जैसे लोकल है से पेरेंट्स को मैं बोलती हूँ कि एक तरफ आप रोबोटिक्स को तो ये मान के चलो उसका मैथ्स सही होना चाहिए, ये नहीं है कि बहुत स्ट्रांग होगा। हाँ, उसके साथ साथ आगे चल के वाला टेक्नोलॉजी की, जैसे अभी अंकित, मैं अंकित को अक्सर देखती हूँ कि जब भी वो कोई एल्गोरिथम या किसी में भी काम करता है, आई डोंट नो कौन सा वर्ड यूज करने से, तो अक्सर पहले मैथ्स से लेके उस चीज को सॉल्व करता है। तो मुझे ये लगता है कि हाँ, मैथ्स का पार्ट यहाँ पे यूज हो रहा है, टेक्नोलॉजी का पार्ट यहाँ यूज हो रहा है। तो जब भी मैं रोबोटिक्स का, तो मैं यही बोलती हूँ कि जो आप सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हो, हिंदी भी उसमें इंक्लूडेड है। जो आप सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हो, उसी सब्जेक्ट को आप अपने प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में यूज करके एक मूविंग पार्ट में बनाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड रोबोटिक्स। दैट्स इट, थैंक यू।
So I think Sherry has shared her experience, and one thing I would like to conclude from the things which I have got to know from her. Actually, there is one thing which I have read somewhere: plan for the best, prepare for the worst. Plan for the best, prepare for the worst. And this is a reflection of your attitude. She is thinking, she is preparing herself for this. कि अगर कुछ गलत होता है तो how should I react? Or when the things are not going in your way, when you are going for that particular school, you need to care for that kind of circumstances as well. And that shows that attitude, that's a reflection of her attitude, because she cared about her responsibilities. She took that means she has been handed over that APJ account. She took it, it's responsibility, इसका complete execution, it's my responsibility. She did complete planning for that particular school. She prepared for the worst scenarios कि कुछ गलत भी होता है तो उसके लिए भी क्या करना है. And the main and most important thing is these all things happened. ऐसा नहीं कि वो fake बस हो सकती हैं, कोई भी कर लेगा. And we should be thankful for our management. They are not behind us for everything, every time, for every minute. They are not asking you what you are doing. But believe me, such kind of attitude and experience, people in our top, they are able to observe those things कि कौन कितनी responsibilities ले रहा है. So it's all about accountability and responsibility, and I hope you'll keep giving your best as you all are giving. So now I think I would like to invite, it's high time. Now learn from our MDs, Mr. Anurag Gupta and Mr. Rajiv Tiwari.
Thanks, Anu. I think we will quickly ramp it up because then we have some cultural event or those sort of things. Guitar players are waiting, right? Otherwise, they will say you didn't get time. Guitar आया नहीं भाई? हैं? Guitar नहीं आया? क्यों? अरे तो वैसे नहीं अच्छा नहीं है, तो हो गया? कौन से रूम में?
नहीं मम्मी डांस करेंगे लोग. बच्चों के बीच में रहते रहते बच्चों की लाइफ में चाहते.
So I think this last discussion was very relevant because I just quickly think that I want to cover on this. Why it is so important to us? Because there is one famous saying, right, by Swami Vivekananda, the strength of a chain is determined by its weakest link. And if you all, I think you must be knowing कि अगर हम STEMROBO का अगर vision statement देखें, तो what is that? Can anyone tell me? What is the vision statement of STEMROBO? New people who have joined recently, last 1 month and so. Okay, so basically it is like we want to nurture innovation and creativity at school level, at K-12 students level, right? और इसमें अगर आप देखो तो सबसे important aspect is maybe we are very good in R&D, we have very strong capabilities in product development, in content creation, methodology, right? But at the end of the day, the success of this vision statement depends on that how we are going to deliver the end mile delivery. That is the most important factor, right? कि जो हमारे target consumer हैं, here students are our consumer, right? And it's a very complex model school because normally क्या होता है जो customer and consumer are same. So consumer जो है जो consume करता है आपकी product या services, and customer is one who pays, right? And in this model, it's very complex. अगर आप मोबाइल फोन खरीदते हो तो you are both the consumer and the customer. But in school, the student is the consumer. Sometimes, and the student never pays, right? या तो school pay करेगा या उसका parent pay करेगा. So consumer is never going to be the customer. And then there is complex, you can say stakeholders like the management of the school, the principal. Their aims sometimes are different. The owner of the school or the directors or the chairperson, their aim or end goal is different. Most of the schools are run by trusts, which although India education institutions are not for profit, but all of them are for profit, right? We know how it happens. So it's a very complex chain in which you need to satisfy all the stakeholders, and it's a very challenging and tough task. So इसमें बहुत ही important है कि जो end mile delivery है, like our STEM innovation engineers who are going to the school, they have to take into consideration all the stakeholders. ये नहीं कि students कोई बस पढ़ाने लग गए, innovation nurture आप कर सकते हो, but everyone cannot be Einstein. So you need to be aware, right? You are going there, okay, आपको सब कुछ चीजें बतानी है, but maybe as someone said here कि 40 में से 2 वर्ष जो है वो maybe real impact लाएंगे. So our idea is कि क्या अगले 1 साल में हम 20 बच्चों से पेटेंट फाइल करवा सकते हैं, right? And with this school and with STEMROBO, can they 3 of them 5, 10, 20 patents out of those ideas? So everyone cannot find the patents, but yeah, we need to एक उनको awareness लानी है, कुछ अच्छे लोगों को identify करना है, students को साथ लेके चलना है और टीचर्स को भी साथ लेके चलना है, प्रिंसिपल को भी ध्यान देना है कि क्या कह रहे हैं वो लोग, ठीक है? और कभी अगर मैनेजमेंट का बंदा टकराता है स्कूल का तो उसको भी इग्नोर नहीं करना है. So you need to take into consideration everyone. It's a very challenging role, and believe me, if you are able to do it in the right way, it is going to just not change you technically, because technically और इस knowledge को आप acquire करोगे जो भी technologies है, but from your personality point of view, from your how to handle societal aspect or your human interaction skills, your communication skills, you are going to gain tremendous confidence in the next 1 year if you are able to execute this journey with the right zeal and right enthusiasm. So just not technically, it can make you a better person in terms of communication skills, your approach towards life, society, the way you interact with fellow people, your confidence level, and that will reflect not just in your professional career, but even in your personal life. You will be able to better manage time, you will be able to better handle everyone. So I think जो लोग अभी ज्वाइन किए हैं 1 साल हो गए और जिन्होंने ये चीज सही में अच्छी तरीके से की है, probably they would be able to correlate the kind of impact on their personal life this sort of things has made. So this is very important. I think as Shelly mentioned some of those points which are not I think theoretical, which is more of your it's out of आप जब जाते हो फील्ड में तो वो तभी चीजें आप एक्सपीरियंस करते हो, वो किसी किताबों में नहीं लिखी रहती हैं. तो I think she rightly pointed out some of those things that you cannot run everything. You have to be आप एक फॉर्मूले के हिसाब से चल सकते हो कि आज गया स्कूल में और सब बच्चे हल्ला कर रहे हैं तो मैंने फॉर्मूला उसी लिख दिया. I have to be like instantaneously I need to change my track. अगर सामने आप आ रहे हो पत्थर पड़ा है गूगल मैप में तो आप गूगल मैप के भरोसे नहीं जा सकते, राइट? ठीक है, कहीं पत्थर से बिड़ा दिया, गूगल मैप का अपडेट नहीं हुआ होगा, पत्थर आ गया है, ठीक है? So you should be aware of that thing. You should be able to change your course of action based on the real impact, real life changes, right? So that is really I think very most crucial part of our all this vision lies in the ability of the STEM innovation engineers to deliver the right content and in the right manner. So I think we need all of your help and enthusiasm. I think अगर हमको कंपनी को और आगे लेके जाना है और इस तरह से राइज करते रहना है So the support of everyone is very much required, I think. Okay. So now we'll quickly cover some of these things. Probably I will not take much time. Most of the things have been already covered, right? So I think I'll just quickly, basically, all of you know, as per your, quickly I just wanted to touch on the HR aspects, and all of you know that we have a various leave policy, regular time off, where this planned leave, then adjusted holidays, leave cycle is from January to December. Why I mentioned here, because this is the right platform, everyone is here, so they can be told this thing, otherwise sometimes we get those queries once in a while. So yeah. The maximum of -5 negative leaves are allowed, beyond which it is leave without pay. And I think a couple of days back I had mentioned in that WhatsApp group that nowadays whenever you are taking any leave, you just need to send a mail to DU, daily updates, it's a short form of DU, at STEMROBO.com. And STEMROBO team need to send a mail to DU@STEMROBO.com, copy CC to Shelly, DJ, Anup, Rajiv and Anurag. And for Sientra and Trevatron, like they need to, that team need to CC to Abhishek, Rajiv and Anurag, and Chromosoft team need to CC to Saket, Rajiv and Anurag. So in the two just mentioned DU@STEMROBO.com. So basically then they have a consolidated mail for that purpose. And also your expense reimbursement, you need to send it to this email ID. Sometimes we have to take leaves suddenly and there's not much time and we are not able to have the access to emails or whatever, right? So sometimes those scenarios can happen. So in that case, that be possible, or just should call and at least inform via WhatsApp, right? So, and we should try to avoid it, but if it is really unavoidable, then at least we should inform via WhatsApp or phone, right? Yeah. I think this is, again, Anurag will touch on some of those aspects later. We also have a help desk site, I think helpdesk.stemrobo.com. So we are also implementing it.
We can give some detailed demo later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is help desk for our old employees, they know well, okay, but for new employees, they will let you know later.
Yeah, so we'll send a separate mail for this. So I think it's for this. We also have a project management tool, basically, at mind.stevatron.com. So I think in the due course of time, some of you have already used it, and for new people, we will inform. So it's for tracking the tasks on an online-based project management system, like having a task start date, end date, and completion and other things are tracked on that. Chroma LMS is the LMS platform that we have created, and all our containers are being kept here. So everyone has already got access to that, and new people who have joined, new employees, they will get access to that. So all the content related to what we have to execute that are being kept here. So I think I just forgot to introduce one thing. So I think we have with us Manoj Smriti. So she is one of our board members. She joined late. I couldn't skip to introduce.
She is one of the board member, and when we had started this company, so in every with most of the startup, they come with some situation when they struggle for a moment, for some time. So she helped us at some business front to acquire some new accounts. So let's have a applause for.
I would like to thank Anurag and Rajiv because they have put in so much of their effort. I have seen their ups and downs and mental agony they have gone through. So I'm thankful to you, both of you.
Thanks a lot.
And I think there are few people in every organization or for running any system. If you make some movie, there are few people who always work behind, who always works behind the curtains. Okay, so unko koi nahi janta, but they are just keep putting the effort to make any project successful. So there is a one person, I would like to take the name of him. He is our VP IT, and basically आज के टाइम में सॉफ्टवेयर से रिलेटेड आप जो भी चीजें देख रहे हो हमारे यहाँ, even related to LMS, related to all the website, e-commerce, Facebook post, all the, हम अगर आज आप Google में अगर आप Tevatron या ट्रेनिंग का लिखो, कुछ भी लिखो, we are on the top. So it has become possible only due to Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. He basically he is associated with us from the day one when we had started our company. Actually हम लोग एक रूम में बैठ करके जब हमारा वो बेसिकली काम चल रहा था ऑफिस का और ठक ठक की आवाज होती थी, उस समय भी संजीव जी मतलब लगे रहते थे हमारी सारी वेबसाइट बनाने में, सारा आईटी का काम, क्लाउड से रिलेटेड जितने काम है, he is doing day and night. And actually very frequent, actually Saket and he basically communicate on very frequent basis. Okay, so I think again let's have applause for him. So he's having experience of a 20 year in TCS, and then after TCS he joined us.
Thanks.
But nowadays Saket is doing the great things. It is due to you.
Yeah, definitely, but without your support it was not possible.
Yeah, so thanks a lot. So quickly, I just want to, I think this is a major portion I wanted to touch. As many of you have joined us recently, and again, general tendency would be what I am doing next, or what is the career path for me in this company, right? So most of us, when we join any organization, we always think कि अच्छा आने वाले टाइम में क्या होगा मेरा, मैं ये कर लूँगा तो क्या होगा, right? So from that perspective, I just walk through you some of these things, and then also I'll touch upon a very important fact maybe in the next couple of slides.
So even this, what Raju is going to show here, even it's a new thing for our older employee. Okay, so here you can think about that whatever position you have, so what would be the next? Okay, and another thing is, this is very important thing because this position and all those things, although means it's hardly matter for whoever is working, whoever is working hard, it's hardly matter what designation you have. Okay, but as per organization point of view, it's very important.
So like it might not be visible because the fonts are a bit small size. Like starting with the career ladder, right? On the technical front, like career path ladder for technical field is trainee STEM engineer, then STEM innovation engineer grade 1, STEM innovation engineer grade 2, lead STEM innovation, assistant manager STEM innovation, manager STEM innovation, senior manager STEM innovation, assistant general manager STEM innovation, DGM STEM innovation, general manager, then vice president STEM innovation, and president STEM innovation. So this is a path on the technical side, right?
So maybe at few steps, we don't have anyone so far. Okay, so it's a good opportunity for you people to get okay.
Don't run.
Steps की size छोटी है, so I think you can very fast.
On the sales and business development sides, it's like assistant manager sales and BD, then manager sales and BD, senior manager sales and business development, AGM sales and business development, and deputy general manager sales and BD, general manager sales and BD, vice president sales and BD, and president sales and BD. So why we have mentioned it is like gives you an opportunity to see where you are currently and what you can achieve, and there is no time frame, right? It can happen in 3 months, 6 months down the line, you can jump a ladder. It all depends on your performance, how you perform, how is the output you are going to generate, and what is the ROI you are able to generate for the company, and what is the value you are going to add for the company, right? So it all depends on that. Now,
अभी next one अभी, ठीक है? So now, I think one important aspect I would like to touch upon here is that when we pass out from engineering or when we join any company right as a fresher, then normally we think, okay,